This is the Vodafone H1 by Samsung. This is the first of the new Vodafone 360 devices with a really bright OLED screen, 5 megapixel camera and HSDPA high-speed data. This is available before the end of 2009 exclusively to Vodafone 360.
And as you can see, he's scrolling up and down his contact list on his device, just like any other normal address book, except you can see he's got status updates, he's got pictures that have come into this address book from a variety of sources, many from Facebook, but other sources also. So this brings together his entire communications experience. Now, as he's looking for a particular individual, of course he can use alphabetic sort, and he can pick out a particular letter or a particular person that he's looking for, in this case starting with J, and he can click into that particular person and then pull out that contact card. So as he's clicking through and finding the right person, then you're able to open that contact card and really say, okay, now I want to see what contact photos I should pick. So there's James, you can see now, I can phone this person, I can text this person, I can of course email, I can also chat, that's within the Vodafone 360 service. I can send a location nudge, which is broadcasting my location just to that individual, and I can have a video chat. And you can even see the status update for James is shown right there. In addition, you can also see this on other devices. So now what I'm going to show you is a Nokia Symbian phone, and you'll see the Vodafone People application that's been downloaded into this device. In fact, these devices, this is a Nokia 6730, this comes pre-embedded with this application suite, and the Vodafone People now provides a new way of experiencing your contact list on this phone. It is exactly the same as the native address book, so it's got all the same phone numbers and so on, but it's got additional information like presence and status updates that you wouldn't normally expect in the native address book. So that's how this People application shows up not just on the Vodafone 360 mobile, which is our purpose-built user experience on top of Limo, but also on a range of other devices. In addition then, I want to show you one of the distinguishing features of the Vodafone 360 mobile, which is the 3D view of your address book. So here, his contacts are laid out in a different way. The people that come to the front are the people he's had the most recent or the most relevant communications with, phone, text, email, status updates. They float to the front using our proximity algorithm. So this is really a compelling way of laying out your contact experience in a very different way, a rich user experience, unique to Vodafone 360 mobiles, and a very powerful way of staying in touch. And of course, since all this contact information is backed up, all of this is also available in the same view on the URL 360.com. So we've also got groups set up in this system. It's very important that you are able to distinguish how you communicate with your people by distinguishing what you want to share with your friends versus what you might want to share with your family. So as Bobby slides left and right on the screen here, he's navigating between the different groups that he's set up and managed. And again, of course, all these groups are synchronized across all the experiences you have. That means that when you share updates, when you share pictures, when you share location information, you do so exactly under your control with only the people that you wish to share that information with. It's at the heart of Vodafone 360 that you are in control of your privacy settings. You decide as the individual user who you wish to share what information with. Now, so that's the address book, which is a very important feature, very significant in allowing you to synchronize all this information across a variety of different sources. You've already seen that I've shown you status updates within an individual contact type. But there's also a way of going to a list of status updates, which is obviously what a lot of people do when they want to see what's going on in their social network. And if Bobby connects to the timeline view, he will now see the historical view of what's been going on in his community. So he can see, obviously, status updates, but he can also see things like when people have added friends to their community. I also want to talk about what happens when you see the picture environment. Because, of course, Vodafone 360 mobiles, and especially those devices built by Samsung, you'd expect to have a beautiful camera. So we have a 5 megapixel camera. Unlike most other mobiles though, what it does is automatically tag these pictures with your location, with date and time, of course, and as part of the service, they're automatically synchronized with your PC website and therefore backed up. Again, you manage how you share those photos with other people, but in addition, you can also upload those photos directly to other services, so you can load them directly into Facebook and other services. The next service I want to show you talks about how you might find your way around. So in this case, we have a mapping service that's built into Vodafone 360. Bobby is highlighting the fact that he has remembered that there's a particularly favoured restaurant in this new location we're in, and he wishes to tag that location either for future reference or perhaps more importantly to share information about that location with other people in his friend circle. So here he can add not only the location and share that, but recommendations to his friends and of course reviews about how he found this particular restaurant. So the whole idea that you've got a complete information set on the things, not just the people around you, but also the places that are of interest to you. And within that context, of course, turn by turn, if he wishes to navigate to the next location. So a very powerful component of Vodafone 360 we call Vodafone Maps that allows you to find your way around and recollect the places that you're in. Now I want to talk about applications. Vittorio already mentioned that the applications infrastructure for this is very important. Not only have we opened up the Vodafone network elements, but we've also joined up with industry colleagues to form the GIL organization together with SoftBank, Verizon and China Mobile. We have pulled together a set of open standards based around web runtime that we think will generate a brand new wave of new types of applications. As we announced the Vodafone shop today, it will be possible to find not only applications but a range of other digital content in that. On this screen that Bobby's finding on the Vodafone 360 mobile by hitting the right-hand button, you're able to see your full applications. Some of them might be pre-embedded, some you've downloaded from the shop, some you've found from other sources. There will be a couple of differences from what you've previously experienced. First of all, you see an expanded view of an application. So here, the weather application, the weather widget, is showing an expanded view, ready and up-to-date information about the weather here today in London. That is updating constantly in the background and therefore provides you that information without actually needing to open the application in the first place. And it's constantly up to date. In addition, we will have the Vodafone shop be able to download a range of different applications. So when you look at the shop, you see, of course, an environment where it's possible to find applications. You can see recommendations, you can see editors' picks. You'll be able to get recommendations from your friends around you as they rate the applications and give you some indication of what they like. And you'll see promotions and other things that might cause you to want to download particular applications. We'll have 1,000 applications in the store when we open it. And that will obviously grow as more and more developers build their applications. In fact, this afternoon, we're holding a developers conference which will certainly provide more applications over time. I also want to show the music service. This is integral to Vodafone 360. It's a service that works both on PC and mobile. It has a full list of DRM-free music. In fact, this week we've been the first operator to announce DRM-free music available. We've now completed that catalogue with the addition of Warner Music, which completes the full set of digital music that's available in the catalogue. So here again, new releases, recommended, the classic things you might expect to be able to navigate. Of course, you can download those into your device, and it's a very, very compelling music experience. I also want to show you what happens when you hit the button on the right of the handset, which is a search experience. So with the search experience, you're able to look at any particular category of device, or content, and you're able to obviously navigate your device, the local device, and find contacts in your list. You're also able to search the shop and, of course, the internet. Very compelling way of finding your way around and finding the right type of content.